One of the hottest contention points in a relationship is chores. Just ask our first guest this morning. They're marriage counselors, and they've been doing this for 40 years.
Welcome, Doctors Beverly and Tom Rodgers, with some ways to make things easier on a couple when it comes to chores. Very important.
Good morning to both of you. Welcome to Charlotte today.
Thank you.
Okay, why is this such a hot topic? I mean, you see this in your practice a lot, correct?
You know, since we've been practicing, it has been in the top 5, and now that women are in work, they've just entered the workforce in the 60s and 70s, it's in the top 3. And basically, it boils down to that women and men think very differently. And women think, we say circularly, think of a panorama. They also have a greater sense of intuition, so they intuit what needs to be done, and they see what needs to be done. Men tend to think linearly. We say hunting and gathering. Yeah. So basically we say, where's the bathroom? Where's the remote? Where's the food? And so they will actually step over piles of laundry.
Of course.
Yeah. I always feel a little put down when Bev talks about stuff like this.
Our brains are just superior. What can we say?
Wait a minute. We're just going, it's a straight line.
That's right. Well, we're hunters and gatherers.
Yeah.
So we focus on the prey. We get the prey, we bring it in, you cook them.
The remote. The
yeah.
remote.
Okay. So let's talk about ways that couples can make things a little bit easier when it comes to chores, right?
Well, and so there's this big concept that sort of hit the media, emotional labor. And there was a big article that hit Harper's Bazaar and went viral about women carrying the emotional labor of the home. And basically they're the brain, and they have to figure everything out. And so the article is encouraging men to take some of the emotional labor. Instead of men going, I'll do whatever chore you want me to do, they see it. And so it's kind of a joke because he's like, I don't step over laundry. I pick it up. After 42 years of marriage, I will pick it up and fold it and put it away.
Well, there's some self-serving in that because I've learned if I do those kinds of things, I get the benefit later on in the evening.
Right. A lot of good benefits from that.
So you each can receive each other's influence on this. Is that how that works?
That's really important, to be able to receive influence and not just have this agenda in mind that, you know, I'm going to do what I'm going to do.
Right.
Dr. John Gottman, who's a marital research guru, said that actually the divorce rate is lower for couples who are willing to receive each other's influence in general, but certainly I think when it comes to chores. So what I try to do on a day off is I just come in with a blank slate. You know, I have no agenda. And I just listen, okay, what do we need to do today? And then I just try to go along and fit in where I can.
Because a lot of times what happens is the man will come in and he'll say, I'm going to do this today. And she's already done the emotional labor to determine what needs to be done. And then they get in a conflict over it. It is a really hot conflict topic.
I have to say, though, there's one little caveat. I play the piano.
Right.
So many times Bev will have this whole list of chores for me to do. And what I do is I go into the living room and I start playing the piano. And I get out of doing the chores because she likes to hear the piano.
He's so good. I'm just like, oh, fine, I'll fold.
So
I'll dry.
if you have a talent, that's one way to get out doing chores.
You want to exercise your talent around this receiving influence.
I think this is a really good point that you want to make. This is important. Don't keep score of who does what. I used to do that early in my marriage. It was like, well, I did the dishes for it, I threw it, I'm not doing it again, I work full time, blah. You know, and I would get so angry and worked up about it. And I would get, once I just thought, you know, we're all busy, everybody's contributing, we all have to do stuff, we all have to pitch in, it just kind of releases some of that tension.
Think us, not me. It's that we're doing this for us. And so not to keep track, but also, and by the way, a big thing in the whole emotional labor issue is that women in all of the cultures surveyed do the lion's share of the chores. So when men come in and say, but I did this and I did that and I do more than Fred does next door, if we just know research continues to bear out that women do the lion's share, because I jokingly say to him, honey, you'll never do more of the chores than me, so go ahead and let's take this on. And he's like, you're absolutely right, after 42 years.
So that's okay. I mean, it's okay that the woman does more, as long as we're doing our part.
Yes, and as long as he knows that instead of, look what I did. So we talk about the bragging, you know, we talk about that at the office of the husbands. Look what I did. Come and look what I did. And the wives were going, oh, man. You know, it's like he's 8, you know. And I say, be grateful. Be grateful because maybe they're not acculturated to do those chores. I know his mama spoiled him rotten. And when I got married to him, I'm like, sweetie, you're going to have to do more. She still fixed his plate and brought it. See, and I'm like,
well, I think it's something we can negotiate. There are certain chores that I think I just do better. You know, I cook some, I can vacuum really really well.
He's a great
So I kind of volunteer. If she's got that look in her eye, I just go grab the vacuum real quick and start
Some of the
going.
more difficult, the heavier
just
lifting
gets-
type chores.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
gets- If he goes and grabs that vacuum, he gets so many parts.
Well,
He is
I
so
have to remember
good.
that one.
Take what really it's for us. You're doing it together for the unit. It's not
Yes.
don't keep score. It's important to remember. Check out soulhealinglove.com, soulhealinglove.com for more information. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
All right.